Yes, you hear that correctly. Yes, you hear that music correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's Mr. Prime, coming at you guys with a special episode. This week, I am doing the 30th anniversary of Saved by the Bell. I know what you're probably saying. Why is he doing Saved by the Bell? I thought you didn't watch this show. The show is corny. All the stuff like that, Uh, People like you don't really watch this show. This is really for like young people, or this is for kids, and this is hokey. I mean, come on now. I do like this show though. Like, I don't know about it. I don't know if it's so cheesy that I like it, or it's so corny that is just weird to me. But hey, we're doing Saved by the Bell 30th anniversary. Saved by the Bell came out in 1989. Technically, it came out in 1987 when they had Good Morning Miss Bliss, but that kind of didn't work out. So they kept the principal and they kept Dustin Diamond, Lark, and Mark Paul, and they moved the school to California, and it worked out in the long run. But I'm just gonna talk about a lot of stuff that I like from Saved by the Bell, and hopefully you guys will like it too. So, Saved by the Bell came out, like I said, in 1989. Um, it's a lot of stuff I did like from Saved by the Bell. Like, I I'll be honest with you, I've watched almost every iteration of anything Saved by the Bell. So I'm gonna just kind of tell you a little bit of what I liked and kind of what I didn't like. But for the most part, um, I liked a lot of stuff. I liked a lot of things like uh what's her real name? Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Elizabeth Berkley, and Lark. I don't know how to say it. Vorchis. I don't understand how those two get overlooked. I know Kelly Kapowski is like the main girl, but how does Lark and Elizabeth still get overlooked when people talk about? I'm not gonna even get into it. Anyways, um, so um, I might as well start with my some of my favorite episodes. Um, this is Saved by the Bell, but I absolutely loved Hawaiian Style. Like, it was like a 4-part series, almost like a movie in a sense. I loved Hawaiian Style. It started off with a summertime. It started off with that, and it was in Hawaii, just having fun. Uh, I really did enjoy that though. I also enjoyed the documentary with Zack Attack and how that happened. It was a nice little um it was a nice episode. I can't even lie. It's a nice episode. Um, Another episode I liked was they went to a hotel. It was like a 3-part or 4-part or 2-part series where Jesse's dad was getting married, and Jesse didn't like it because the wife was young. She was like in her 20s, I guess. So, or in her 30s, and Jesse was getting jealous. But yeah, I like that episode too. Um, I guess I just like the episodes where they were like in other places other than the school. Because I'd also like I think it was season 3 or season 4 where they worked at the beach, Malibu Beach or whatever. So yeah, I like a lot of episodes that don't take place necessarily at the school. But I did also like the caffeine episode. It's like I'm so excited. So it's a couple of things uh that I like that don't necessarily have to do with them being at the school. But I did look up some facts for this because I also wanted to give you guys some uh some little facts. But Elizabeth Berkley, she went out for Kelly, and actually didn't even get Kelly, but they liked her so much, they had to make a character just for her. I didn't even know that, but I was like, her character kind of does seem like more of like how she necessarily probably would act more than like a Kelly being like that girl, or a girl that spends all her money. Well, not spend, but like kind of low key rich. Um, yeah, they made a character just for her. Also, Dustin Diamond, who plays Screech, he has been in every single iteration of anything Saved by the Bell. He's been in. Good Morning, Miss Bliss. He's been in Saved by the Bell. He's been in the college years. He's been in the First Class. He's been in the movie. He's been in uh he produced the other thing. So he's been doing a lot. He's been in every episode of everything except for the first season of the new class. So yeah, he's been in a lot. That's probably why people know him as Screech so much. But he gets mad. People call him Screech, but he's literally the one that almost never left the show. So I mean, hey, that's like if Family Matters went 10 years and Jaleel White stayed as Steve Urkel and everybody else left during the years, but he's the only one there. Of course, they're gonna call him Urkel. But I think Dustin Diamond did Screech for a while because Good Morning Miss Bliss 88 technically he was still Screech then. So like from 87, 88, and I think the new class ended in 2000. So that's a long time to play a character and um Mark Paul Gosselaar, aka Zach, and Lark Lisa, they dated for 3 years. I knew that, but I didn't know they dated for 3 years. I thought they just dated. But it says everybody on the set dated except for Mario Lopez and Lark. So there you have it. Also, Mark, I think his hair is naturally black or is naturally brunette. One of those two. So if you notice in the series, a lot. Like his hair does change colors, like always black and blonde, or always all blonde with like the black streaks, black tips or whatever. Cause his hair was always black and he had to dye it blonde. And I think it was on Jimmy Fallon's show that he usually didn't. They didn't even know if they'll get picked up or not, so he still had to like dye it halfway. So that's a nice little story of that. Uh, Also something that I don't know if I'm pretty sure people noticed this, but um, in the last actual season of Saved by the Bell, um, there's like this cutoff where Jesse and Kelly just leave, like they just leave, like no explanation, no anything, and then they come back in the last episode for the graduation episode, and they have like Tori replaces a kid replaces them two, they or tries to replace those two. I think what happened was they were done shooting. I think like their company network was like, we want to add like 5 or 7 or however many more episodes, and Elizabeth Berkley and Tiffany and Thiessen was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. So they had to cut it in half, and they had to put Tori in there, and they didn't even give no explanation or anything. It was just like, hey, here you go. You're not gonna notice this. So I guess they thought people wasn't gonna notice it. I don't know, but yeah, people call that the Tori Paradox because that's kind of how it goes. Um, yeah, they kind of didn't explain that at all. But um, I'm pretty sure I knew Zach was gonna date her. Zach dates everybody. Like first season he wanted to date I think he wanted to date Lark, and then a couple seasons later he wanted to date uh Kelly. He ended up dating Kelly, Lisa, Tori. What's the other girl? And when they had to work for her dad at the beach, he probably dated her. He dated her. He wanted to date the dad's wife before he knew it was her. And he just all over the place. Um. Anyways, the set that they used in Saved by the Bell, the set with the stairs and all, the main set of the school, that was also used in That's So Raven. If you watch That's So Raven, you'll know where I'm talking about. But that used in That's So Raven, and it was also called Bayside because it was in California. So I think that was a nice little nod to Saved by the Bell, and it was also used in iCarly as well as their little school. You'll see those stairs. They just painted it, whatever. But yeah, I think that's the last time it was used because I don't think anybody uses it now. But iCarly was the last time that they used it. Um, and as far as the I'm so excited episode or the pills episode, the caffeine pills, and she had to say I'm so excited. Elizabeth Berkley, that kind of like defined her Jessie character. Is I'm so excited. Also being a feminist, but that I'm so excited was like something for her. Like I think she danced that song on like Dancing with the Stars or something. Not sure, but I think that's what it was, Dancing with the Stars. And she did. I'm so excited. So that's actually a nice little nod back to her character back in the day. Uh, so I want to talk about the college years. So uh about this. Now, I can say not many people really watch this because I can tell that from like from the feedback that he gets and stuff. But I thought the college years was okay. Like I didn't. I mean, what I sit there what I have been watching it live. Probably not, but now that it's on reruns, I watch it just because I'm interested. And it was, I mean, it was okay. I guess people more like the school aspect of it rather than them growing up and becoming adults. But you know, and I like the theme song, "Standing at the Edge of Tomorrow." Anyways, um, the only thing that made it weird for me is that they tried to replace Mr. Building with the football player dude, the building manager, whatever. I didn't think they should have did that. I think they should have had them be them without any restrictions, but I guess they had to because they always had to have like that format of a building and Zack and all that. So you know, I guess that was okay in the long run. But hey, um, and then the girl in the college that was gonna date her until Kelly came back. Kelly was like, you know what? No, I'm back, so you can go on somewhere. He loves me, so that's kind of what happened. But yeah, college years came out in '93. Uh, so they had like two shows on at the same time. Saved by the Bell, the college years, and Saved by the Bell, the new class. The new class is interesting because they changed the cast like every year. Like the first year, we had this guy, and you thought he was gonna be like the main Zack, and he was only there for like one season. He left, and then I think they kept like a couple of the same characters, and they had to keep switching and keep switching and keep switching and keep switching and keep switching. I think they had like 7 to 8 seasons, and each year the cast was completely different. Or when they come back and like the main character or whatever be gone, they'll say, "Oh, it sucks. He had to take a offer and so. He had to go here or he had to go there." And I just want to say how old are, because they had a welcome back dance, like welcome back to the school year dance every time the season start, and like what's the character's name? Not Ross Savage, but I can't think of it. But her character was like at 5 or 6 back to welcome back dance. It's like, how many times can you come back to school? Like I'm pretty sure supposed to be in school for 4 years, but hey, I don't know. Maybe they weren't thinking like that, or maybe they just wanted to have characters. I don't know, but you can't have a series for with the same exact characters for more than 4 years if you're at high school, and every new season is a new year at school. So, you know, they had their mishaps here and there, but they did have Mr. Belden there. He was in every episode. He was a starring main character. Um, in this series you can kind of see him getting bigger, but not to where he would eventually be big. But now he's small. He's losing weight now, so that's good for him. And also, like I said, Dustin Diamond was in every episode, so that's something also. Um, I do want to say though, like they kind of did have these two shows running at the same time at first, um, but also one of the episodes of the new class, somebody threatened to he bought Bayside, and he threatened to tear it down and build like a mall or something. So they had some of the cast come back. They had Lisa come back. They had AC Slater come back, and they had Zack come back, which was good. Zack with the long hair, actually. They had him come back. uh, it's it's a I mean it's a good little pop for the guys. They come back, nice little cheers and everything. But I think they could have did more than what they did, but probably in their contract they didn't want to do that much. So I can understand.
Guys. Before we go any further, and I talk about Saved by the Bell, I have, I have to tell you guys about Amy Correa Bell's new single called Blessings. I'm gonna give you guys a preview. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and we'll be right back. I've been smoking since I woke up, trying to keep my hopes up, surfing another light around. If I turn, I'll probably try to maze it. This is so amazing.
I get to go create something with God, with my friends, and then that thing I create actually helps me get through that hard thing I'm going through. I can always go back to that song, and now when I deliver it, everybody else can receive it too.
Um, so I'm gonna talk about other iterations of Saved by the Bell. I saved the movie for later, but well, I saved the main movie for later. But we got this thing in 2014 called the Unauthorized Saved by the Bell movie, produced by Dustin Diamond. I guess it's about his book. Um, I'm assuming it's by his book because it's kind of like from his perspective. And from his perspective, he just makes everybody seem like he was just hated and bullied on the whole time, and it was so weird. These Lifetime movies are always weird. They always look low budget and cheap, but they always look weird. I can't do it. I only watched that movie once. I barely got through the movie. I was like seeing how much time was left and trying to skip through it and stuff. Whoever made this movie, they just either wanted to check or something, cause I don't know. Like either that one and the Full House one. At least the Full House one was a little bit entertaining, but this one just wasn't hitting for me at all. And it was all from one script from Dustin Diamond's perspective. So he just made everybody just you know make him look like a geek in real life. So hey, if that's what he wanted, I guess that's what he got. Uh, Also in 2015, the cast got together on Jimmy Fallon, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and they did a Saved by the Bell thing, and I loved it so much. So Jimmy does some of these things where he'll have like he'll create a set and stuff like that. He'll go back because I know they did Good Burger on one of them. They did they usually do skits and stuff and plays and stuff like that. Well, this one, the Saved by the Bell one, they had a lot of people on it. It had Zach, it had Slater, it had Kelly, it had Elizabeth Berkley or Jesse, and it had Jimmy, and they had Mr. Belden as well. So I think it was nice. They put on the wigs and they did look younger. The only person that didn't look as young was Elizabeth Berkley. I guess she's gotten old. Her look has gotten older, but like Mario Lopez looked the same. They just put a wig on him. He looked the same. Mark Paul looked the same. Kelly looked the same, even though she was pregnant. So they all looked the same, and I liked it. I enjoyed that Jimmy Fallon like special or short, whatever you want to call it, reunion special. I don't know what you call it, but when I say I want people to do a reunion or a reunion special, I mean something like this, something little like this, something like a 30-minute episode or something like a special, not a series or not nothing like that, just something where the fans can cheer and enjoy it. That's all. Like, please, Jimmy, can you do a Boy Meets World one? Please, like, can you do a Boy Meets World, or can you do You already did Kenan and Kel, so I guess you can't do the actual show, but like, just help us out. Do something else. Do something else. Like that's cool. Um, I'm gonna talk about this movie, Wedding in Las Vegas. I don't even know if anybody has really seen this movie because they came after the college years. during the college years, Zach and Kelly got engaged. And now, when in Las Vegas, you guessed it, they're gonna get married, and it's a full-length movie. It, for some reason, it has Gilbert Godfrey in it. Uh, all right, but it's different from what you may imagine. First of all, the guys and the girls all race to Las Vegas, and the guys get caught speeding, I guess, in the desert or something. So they go to jail. They got to get bailed out, and stuff happens. This happens, that happens, and they're running from a crazy guy, and there's a chase in Las Vegas and all that. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty different. I guess. I guess they was like we've been restricted. Now we want to have guns and we want to do all this adult stuff. I don't honestly. I don't think it was needed, but something that's entertaining, I guess you can say. It's I would give it a watch at least once just to check it out, see how it is, see how I like it. I would recommend at least one time viewing, at least. Now Hawaiian style, that would be my highest view. And anything Saved by the Bell, that'd be my highest recommendation is Hawaiian style, just because I love it. I love the Hawaiian setting, and I love the setting that's outside of the school setting. Like I said earlier, I don't. I like more of the stuff that's outside of the school. So, um, yeah, Hawaiian style for me will be like one of my highest, things. Now, I want to talk about this series that I fell in love with. It's called Zack Morris is Trash.
Zack Morris is trash.
It's about Funny or Die, and I guess they was watching Saved by the Bell one day, and they was like, "Wait a minute, he did what? So, you know what? This guy is trash." Yeah, because I mean, Zack Morris in the show is portrayed as a good guy, but in actuality, Zack Morris is like a terrible human being. Like seriously, he is trash. Like the stuff that he does is like such a bad guy thing, such selfish stuff, and he. I know sometimes in the series that they make him quote learn a lesson, but he's still gonna do it again. So you know, Funny or Die, they point all that stuff out, and it's very entertaining. They do other stuff. They do like the Seventh Heaven and the Boy Meets World and the Full House and the Smart Guy and all the other stuff. But one of my favorite parts in the whole thing is like, say if there's one episode and the character, that's the only episode that that character was in, and they didn't come back, and he'll say something like this.
Only we never see Melissa again, so who knows what happened there. Probably fucking killed herself. Zack Morris abused his mandatory community service role at an anonymous teen helpline to lure an emotionally vulnerable girl into a date, then proceeded to make her feel bad about being in a wheelchair every single chance he got, including in front of every single person at school. Zack Morris is trash. Zack Morris is trash.
But I mean, Funny or Die, seriously, is like they're geniuses. They come up with like Zach is actually the bad guy here in this situation. Sometimes Screech is the good guy. Sometimes he makes Screech do this, or he makes somebody do that, or he'll guilt somebody. Like for example, one of the episodes was uh he pretended to be handicapped or play sick or pretend to almost die because he wanted to win some concert tickets to go to a concert. So he pretended to be sick and he got caught. So usually Zach always get caught, but still like some of the stuff he does is outrageous. But I guess that's Zack Morris, and Zack Morris is trash. Seriously, you ask anybody where they watch Saved by the Bell, The College Years, The New Class, Good Morning Miss Bliss, the movie, or Zack Morris is trash, they might say Zack Morris is trash because it's entertaining and it's like from like it's not it's from real life, not the cheesy stuff. So you know. And also I'm talking about the theme song real quick. The theme song is like a regular Good Morning, 1980s, 1990s, early 90s song. I mean, it's like a regular 90s. You wake up in the morning, Saturday morning, and Saved by the Bell comes on. Now the new class, no, not the new class, the college years had standing at the edge of tomorrow. Not the same, but it was. It reminded me of like the real world of so coming on. I don't know, um, but you know, uh, Saved by the Bell is just a special show for a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of you will like Saved by the Bell or know of Saved by the Bell or watch something of Saved by the Bell. If I had to recommend anything to watch for Saved by the Bell, Hawaiian Style would be one, and Zack Morris's Trash would be one as well. And give the college years a chance, and also try to check out the movie at least once to say, "Oh, this is terrible," or to say, "Oh, this is okay," or to say, "Oh, this is bad," or to say, "Oh, okay, I actually like this." At least try it once. It's probably on like Hulu or YouTube or something. You can watch it, but uh, I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna end it on 30. I'm gonna end it in this podcast on 30 minutes because of the 30th anniversary of Saved by the Bell. So if you're on YouTube watching, comment down below what you like about Saved by the Bell, or what you don't like about it. Uh, you can follow me at KBNG Primetime. Let me know what y'all think about Saved by the Bell and other iterations of Saved by the Bell. Your favorite iteration of Saved by the Bell, or your worst iteration of what you think is the worst. Just let me know what you think about Saved by the Bell. Uh, I actually, fun fact, I was going to do this, but I thought it was a different date. But that date came out for Good Morning Miss Bliss. And Good Morning Miss Bliss was the original show, so I was gonna go with that date. But since they said it's the official 30th anniversary episode this week, might as well. So Good Morning Miss Bliss would have been like what, 32 years? Oof, that's a long time. But honestly, I'm glad Good Morning Miss Bliss didn't work out because we got Saved by the Bell instead. And I watched Good Morning Miss Bliss and I watched Saved by the Bell. Much rather watch Saved by the Bell than Good Morning Miss Bliss, because Good Morning Miss Bliss was focused around the teachers and Mr. Belden and the lady. It's kind of like Mr. Iglesias a little bit. Focus on just the teachers, not the students. If you ever seen Mr. Iglesias, then you know what I'm talking about on Netflix. But uh, that's pretty much all I have to say. All right, guys, that's all I got to say about that. Um, like I said, comment down below, subscribe, follow me, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. And prime time is all the time.